calm, not to say clear-headed.
The doctor said it must have been coming on for weeks.
If not longer.
I didn't see him this morning. He left the day before I woke. Where was he all day? Where did you find him?
What happened was this, your ladyship. I went into Market Square as dusk was coming on, a peculiar light, ever so yellowish, smoke and dust rising from the bomb craters. Running shadows full of the unexpected, but I had hoped to find a pack or two of Brown and Tolson's cornflour, since our supplies are rather low and the stuff's scarce and you never know. So I was asking at the stall, and that's when I heard his voice.
Whose voice?
Sir's, of course. I turned and saw him standing by the candle maker who was shutting up shop for the evening. It was lit by one tall tallow candle which was guttering, and he looked like a painting of him as Lear, all greens and dark blues, seen to that peculiar light. Oh, he's taking off his overcoat in this weather. God help the man who tries to stop me, he shouted, and threw it on the floor just like Lear in the storm scene. His fingers were all a fidget, undoing the buttons of his shirt and loosening his collar and tie.
Were there many people about?
A small crowd. That's why I ran to him. I didn't want Sir standing there looking ridiculous with people all around sniggering.
Did he see you? Did he know who you were?
I didn't wait to find out. I just ran to him and said, Sir, good evening. Shouldn't we be getting to the theater? My best nanny voice, the one I use when he's getting wayward. Well, he paid no attention at all. He just stood there shivering. Oh, his whole body seemed to be trembling, and such trembling.
You shouldn't have let the public see him like that.
Oh, it's easy to be wise after the event, if you don't mind my saying so. But I tried to spirit him away. Not easy with a man of his proportions. And only then a woman approached, quite old, wearing bombazine under a tweed coat, perfectly respectable. She had picked up his coat and was helping him dress. I just stood there amazed, utterly amazed. So I looked at her and said, Thank you, my dear. But Norman usually looks after me. I'd be lost without Norman. Well, I thought, there's your cue, Ducky. And I said, Hello, I'm Norman. I'm his dresser. Well, the woman, she had her hair in curlers, took his hand, said sweetly, You were lovely in the course of two brothers. Sir looked at her a while, smiled the way he does when he wants to charm, and said, Thank you, my dear, but you must excuse me. I have to make an exit. And well,
He said I have to make an exit.
well, of course I went after him, fearing the worst. I just followed a trail of discarded clothing, jacket, waistcoat, and thought, well, we can't have Sir doing a striptease round town now, can we? But then I found him, leaning up against the lamppost, weeping.
Where?
Outside Cordoma. Without a word, hardly knowing what I was doing, I led him to the hospital. The sister didn't recognize him, although later on she said she saw him as Othello last night. And then a doctor was summoned, short, bald, spectacled, and I was excluded by the drawing screens.
And then you telephoned me.
No, I waited. I looked, as Edmund says. I was when the doctor said, This man is exhausted. This man is in a state of collapse. Then the sister came out and told me I must fetch you at once. That's when I telephoned. That's how it happened.
He does nothing but cry.
Oh, yes, you said.
He left him lying on the bed, still in his clothes, crying. No weeping, as though he had lost all control, had no choice. Wept and wept. Floodgates. What are we to do? In just over an hour there'll be an audience in this theater hoping to see him as King Lear. What am I to do?
Well, don't upset yourself for a start.
Well, I've never had to make this sort of decision before. Any sort of decision before. As soon as I came out of the hospital, I telephoned Nash. I asked her to meet me here as soon as possible. She'll know what to do.
Oh, yes. Madge will know what to do. She'll be ever so sensible. She won't upset herself. That's for certain. Well, of course, stage managers have to be sensible. I had a friend, had been vicar before falling from the pulpit and landing on the stage. However so good as an ugly sister, he was not born. His wife didn't upset easily, just as well, I suppose, all things considered. Well, Madge reminds me of her. Boring, cold, and businesslike.
The doctor took me into a little room littered with the busy after the air raid. The smell made me faint. He asked about his behavior in recent days. Had I noticed anything untoward? I smiled, involuntarily. Untoward. Such an odd word to use.
Well, what did you say, if you don't mind my saying so?
I lied. I said that he'd been perfectly normal. I didn't want to appear neglectful. I should have been more vigilant. Only last night I woke. Is that Nash?
No, I mean, you were saying last night you woke.
He was looking down at me. He was naked. It was bitter cold and he was trembling. He said, "Thank you for watching over me. But don't worry too much. Just go on looking after me. I have a feeling I might do something violent."
Oh, well, talk about untoward. I'm glad you didn't tell the doctor that. You'd have locked him up for good.
This morning our landlady reported something untoward. After breakfast, while I was still asleep, she said he listened to the radio and wept. Afterwards, he sat at the dining table writing, or trying to write. But all he did was crumple up sheet after sheet of paper. When I came down, I smoothed them out to see what he had written. My life. My life. The rest of the page is empty.
He told me his autobiography would be his only memorial. Have you written much, I asked? Not a word, he said. And only last night he said to me, "What do we play tomorrow morning?" And I said, "King Lear." And he said, "Then I shall wake with the storm clouds in my head."
I should have made him rest. The doctor said he'd come to the end of his rope and found it frayed.
Well, so would anyone if they had to go through what Sir's gone through. You should have told the doctor all about his troubles.
Oh no, civilians never understand.
No, well, that's true, especially doctors. They never understand anything. Oh, I could kick myself for taking him to the hospital.
It was the right thing to do, Norman.
Oh, I hope so. Just imagine trying to explain to a doctor what Sir's been through. Well, you see, doctor, he's been trying to recruit actors for his Shakespearean company, but all the able and best ones are in uniforms, and the theaters are bombed to bits as soon as we book them. Not to mention the trouble this week with Mr. Davenport Scott. Doctors, they'd have had his hypodermic rampant before you can say as you like it. Hypodermics, that's all they know. The doctor had to go through what Sir's gone through. His rope wouldn't be frayed, it'd be threadbare.
What's the latest on Mr. Davenport Scott?
If you don't mind, I'd rather not discuss Mr. Davenport Scott with a lady. I'll tell Madge all about it when she comes in. Suffice to say, he will not be making an appearance this evening. Of course I told Sir, don't, I beg you, don't let your business manager double as fool and Lear. Now he's lost both in one fell with its screaming, hardly expression.
Madge is right. There's no alternative. We'll have to cancel.
Oh no, your ladyship, please, cancellation's ever so drastic.
He's ill. There's no crime in being ill. It's not a capital offense. Not high treason. Not desertion in the face of the enemy. He's not himself. He can't work. Will the world stop turning? Will the Nazis overrun England? One man more or less in the world isn't going to make any difference.
Sir always believes it will.
Who really cares whether he acts or not?
I'm sure there's someone.
I never imagined it would end like this. I always thought he was indestructible. All the years we've been together. Seems like a life.
We've been long making in life. Oh, this will be the first time we've ever cancelled. I want to go to the hospital.
No, Norman.
No, I want to be with him and sit with him and try and comfort him. Oh, perhaps when he sees me, I can usually make him smile.
Norman, they wouldn't even let me stay.
16 years. Oh, I wish I could remember the name of the girl who got me into all this. Oh, motherly type she was, small parts, players cast. What was her name? Oh, I could see her face clearly. I could see her standing there. Platform 2 at crew, I was on platform 4. Oh, no, and she called out. We are now bound together. The number 3 tour. Understudy, the part of scrubby I did. The steward, you know, that's all aboard a ship. lovely first act. We're all dead, aren't we? And I say, yes, sir, we're all dead. Quite dead. And he says, how long have you been, oh, you know. And I said, me, sir, oh, I was lost quite up. And he says, where are we sailing for? And I say, heaven, sir, in hell too. It's the same place, you see. Lovely. Anyway, Norman, she called out. What was her name? Oh, to make a short story shorter, Sir needed help in wardrobe and someone to assist generally, mainly with the storm in Lear. Put me in the bongos, he did. I've told you this before, haven't I? Oh, well. At the first night, after the storm, before he went on to a no, you cannot touch me for coining. He called me over. My knees were jelly. Were you on the bongos tonight? He said. I said, yes, sir, fearing the worst. Thank you, he said. You're an artist. I didn't sleep a wink.
My father was exactly the same way. Always exaggerating his illnesses. That's why I thought this wasn't very serious. That's why I thought...
Oh, Madge, you can always tell. She walks as if the band were playing onward Christian soldiers.
Any further developments? We'd better go see the manager. Perhaps you want to look in.
Oh, please, your ladyship. Let's take our time. Let's not rush things.
We have no alternative. That's right. He's in the hospital. We can't take him here without the king. No one will pay to see the crucifixion of the two thieves. We have to make a decision.
If you don't mind, your ladyship, it's not the decision you have to make. It's the right decision. So I had a friend before one's face was lined, or as the saying goes, oh, in a very low stage, never so fragile, a pain to be with. You were safe with him on top of a bus. If he happened to sit beside you, tell you the ABC of unhappiness. Someone close to him. His mother, I believe, though it was never proved, decidedly upset, made a decision. A little rest, she said, among those similarly off-sent in Colwyn Bay. Oh, never a good day, not in February. Well, wrapped in the gray rug, gazing at a gray sea. Talk about bleak. Well, mother again made a decision, but it was the wrong decision. My friend never acted again.
You have to face the fact.
Oh, I've never done that before in my life, your ladyship, and I don't see why I should start now. I just want things to be lovely. No pain, that's my motto.
Things aren't lovely now, are they?
They aren't if you face the facts. Oh, face the facts. It's facing the audience, the company I worry about. What'll happen to them? Poor lambs. And the customers. There's a queue at the box office this afternoon. 4 elderly spinsters constitute a queue. Pity having to give them their money back. They've probably had enough disappointment in life as it is. It's no good, sir, talking about responsibility, service, struggle, and survival, and you go and cancel a performance.
Disease, politics, willfulness. I think we should speak in private, not be in my room.
Well, perhaps it is a disease, but I caught something much worse from Sir.
What?
A bad dose of Holy Grail.
Years ago, my father's company, the unmentionable Scots tragedy, I knew Macduff, couldn't remember the lines. My father should have sacked him after the first rehearsal. But no, he said, he'll know it, he'll know it. He never did.
Oh, well, that's the Scots tragedy. Everyone knows that's the unluckiest play in the world. That play would turn a good fairy wicked.
In the fight scene, the man couldn't remember the fight. He thrust when he shouldn't have and sliced my father's face across. The right cheek seized up in a lopsided grin. The only part left to my father was Caliban.
Oh, it's not the same thing.
I'll be in Madison if I want to.
Please, don't decide. Get your ladyship. Let me go to the hospital. Let me see how he is. You never know.
I do know. I realize now that I have witnessed the slow running down. I have heard the hiss of air escaping. We'll call the company together at the half. We'll tell them that tonight's performance is cancelled, that the engagement is to be ended.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Lord. Good evening, Pussy.
Bongo, I ain't here.
on that door.
Did the doctor say you could leave?
Doctor, executioners. Do you know what he told me? Short, old butcher, in Duce in a white coat. You need rest, he said. Is that all? Well, the doctor tells you you need rest, and he's quite sure he has an idea of what's wrong with you.
Telephone the hospital.
Do not telephone the hospital.
Norman, will you leave us, please?
I'll see Nash and tell her there's an alternative.
You're fit for nothing.
Don't.
Cancel the performance.
Can't. Mustn't. Won't.
Then take the consequences.
When have I not?
The doctors promised you'd be kept there.
They tried to inject me. Couldn't hold me down.
Where have you been all day? Don't tell me you found a brothel in this town.
Well, I can't seem to remember all I've done. I know toward evening I was being pursued, but I couldn't seem to remember. Then that blasted alarm and refused to take shelter. I'm accustomed to the blasted heat acrid smell I was ordering. Wherever I went, I seemed to hear a woman crying. Suddenly I had a clear image of my father on the beach in the rose spot, plans in his hands, expecting the boat to penetrate. An actor, I said? Never! To be a boat builder like me. I defied him. Lost blood. Father always wanted men to cower, like a chart on a golden course. I decided when I made it to the statue. Not you. I, no one else, I.
The woman you heard crying was me.
Norman! Norman! Norman!
Sir!
I should watch you by me, Norman.
Yes, sir.
Don't you know?
No, sir.
I should leave you.
Yes, sir.
Madge, dear.
You talk to him, he doesn't hear a word I say. He's obviously exhausted.
Oh, that's what I call tact.
Are you sure you'll be able to go on tonight?
He wouldn't be here if he wasn't, would you, sir?
Madge, dear. How long have you been with me?
20 years, sir.
How
20
long,
years.
Madge? Have I ever missed a performance?
No, but you've never been in it before either. I mean, what was best?
What's best for sir is that he's allowed to get ready.
Yes, ready. Let's get ready.
Oh, what?
Excuse me, your ladyship, shouldn't you be getting ready to...
I can't bear to see you like that.
Then best to leave us. I've had experience with these sort of things. I know it has to be done.
Imagine waiting to that. Night after night.
Right. Yeah, shall we begin at the beginning? Good evening, sir. Good evening, Norman. How are you this evening, sir? A bit tearful, I'm afraid, Norman, and you? Oh, me, I'm very well, thanks. Had a quiet day, cleaning your room, ironing your costume, washing your undies. What have you been up to today, sir? I've been jumping on my hat, Norman. Why have you, sir? That's an odd thing to do. May one ask why? Why what, Norman? Why have you been jumping on a hat, sir? Well, not much fun for me, this conversation. Not much fun for you either, I suspect. Are we going to sulk all evening, or are we going to speak to our servants? Sir, I do wish you'd stop crying. I know. Let's play I Spy. I spy with my little eyes something beginning with A. I know you won't guess, so I'll tell. A is for actor, and actors have to work, and actors have to put on their makeup and change their frocks, and of course, actors have to act. Zounds, madam, where dost thou get this knowledge? From a baboon, sir, that wandered widely in a poet's backpack. I know, sir. brandy. Oh, a little brandy won't harm. Have an egg. Oh, come on, it won't hurt. A little brandy won't hurt as the surgeon said to the undertaker's widow. So there's less than an hour left. You usually want longer. Yes, it's me, Norman, the one with the soulful eyes. I saved my rations for you. I don't mind going without. Drink up. It's tea, not rat poison. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Isn't it? Would you like a biggie? I saved one from the mayor's reception in Rhineland. No? Oh, then why don't you have one for me? Oh, thanks very much. Here, let me do this. That's what I'm here for. Oh, no. Oh, I know how you feel. I had a friend worse than you, and he was. And all they ever wanted to do with him was put him away. And no one wants to go through that, also my friend said. They'll send you to Colwyn Bay, and you know you never do any business in Colwyn Bay. And guess what got my friend well? Sounds silly, this. An offer of work. Oh, yes, a telegram. Fancy that, a telegram. Anyone to study scrubby and outward bound, start Monday. Well, he discharged himself from hospital, just like you, my friend, did. Took the train up to London, found digs in Brixton, and never looked back. So what do you think of that? An offer of work. And someone had thought of him, that's never such a comfort. Now, here's something that's going to cheer you up. It's going to be a full house tonight. All these people thinking of you and wanting you to act.
Really? Full house?
Yes, that's how we need to start.
What's the place like?
King Lear, sir.
Oh, possible.
Oh, very nice. All those people paying good money to see you act, and you say impossible. Very nice indeed, I don't think.
I don't want to see him.
Difficult when you're playing King Lear with the liking you use.
And I don't want to tell the ladyship.
Even more difficult since she's playing Cordelia. Anyway, you just saw her. You were alone together.
Mary? What's the place like?
King Lear, sir.
Madge was wrong.
No, she often is.
I have been in before. Did you ever see me in the Corsican brothers?
Alas, no, sir, before my time.
I went down with Dr. Pneumonia. After in the Corsican brothers, I'd rather have double pneumonia than this.
Then what, sir?
God, what prevents me from packing up and going home? Why should I be here when I should be home asleep? You know, even kings abdicate.
Well, I hope he's happy with the woman he loves. That's all I have to say. I hope he's happy. Shall we undress? Yeah. Put on this yourself. Now, shall we undress? We'll talk of undressing. Wasn't it a peculiar night in Market Square?
I don't remember being in Market Square.
You're missing the whole day. What do you remember?
Walking, 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 walking. And I still can't find a good catchy title. You know, I think My Life, Little Plain, don't you?
Still stuck, are we?
No. Go to 2 lines today. 2-3 sides of an exercise book. I can't find a good title.
Well, we'll think of something.
See if it's in my coat. What? The book and my glasses.
Oh dear, you're not going to see much through these.
Yeah, you look about me. Is there anything? Okay, no. Can't be my viper's betrayal on every side. And he crushed the lifeless straight out of me. The little girl, more. I can't give any more. There isn't any more to give. I want a tranquil serenity. I'm a grown man. I don't want to go out there night after night painting myself, wearing other people's clothes instead of my own. I'm out of time dressing up for a charade. It's my life's work. I'm an actor. I don't care if I go out there tonight or any other night to shorten my life.
I had a friend had once said, Norman, I don't care if there are 3 people out front, or they laugh when they should or don't when they should. One person, just one person is certain to know and understand, and I act for him. That is what my friend said.
I can't move that which can't be moved.
What are we on about now?
I sit inside with stone. Stone upon stone. I can't lift myself. The weight is too much. I know I dream at night of unseen hands driving stakes into my feet. And I can't move. And when I look at the wound, I see a jelly leprous mass. And when I wake, there's a heat inside me that drives all else from my mind. What did I do today?
You thought you wrote, you were in Market Square. A woman kissed your hand and said you were lovely in the Corsican Brothers.
How do you know all this? Has someone been talking?
Sir, I don't wish to hurry you. No, I lie, I do.
Swine.
Who?
In the hard task master. Maybe you do too much to carry.
Yes,
I'd like to see them.
I'd rather you didn't.
It's my responsibility to take care of them, so I there isn't much time.
Things have reached a delicate stage. He's not to be disturbed.
Have you going to speak up then?
No, not yet.
Do you realize how late it is? I'll be going to happen in a moment.
I know how late it is.
And I'm not here yet.
Who was that?
Only mad to say everything's running like clockwork. Oh, look, a dressing gown. Shall I put it on and keep myself warm? It doesn't matter where you were or what you did today. You're here, in the theater where you belong, safe and sound. In a full house tonight, lovely.
Really, a full house.
They'll be standing in the guards.
You know they found the Grand Theatre
And much else of the city besides.
I made my debut at the Grand Theatre Plymouth.
Well, they weren't to know.
I should never have come out this season. I had no choice. Should have listened.
No, I had a friend who was ordered to rest. He was ever so ill. He obeyed. That was the end of him. Nearly became a Catholic. Would you like a little rub down? Well, I'm not surprised you're feeling so dispirited. It's been ever such a hard time. No young men to play the juveniles, and the trouble this week with Mr. Davenport's stop.
What news of Davenport stop?
The police have opposed bail.
What?
Well, he had a second warning.
How are they going to hold our forces?
Mr. Thornton is standing by to play fool.
And who has Oswald?
Mr. Brown, I'm afraid.
That is a night short for reading on me.
No, 98 short if you take the text as gospel, so one night more or less won't be too upsetting.
Brown? No. Thornton. Thornton, toothless as fool. Brown, lisping as Oswald. Oxenby, limping as Edmund. What have I come to? I've never had a company like this before. I'm reduced to old men, cripples, and Nancy boys. And Hitler has made it very difficult for Shakespeare to come to.
It'll be a chapter in the book. Oh, I hate to mention this, but we're going to be short for the storm scene. Not if Mr. Thornton is to play fool. Mr. Thornton was ever so good on the wind machine. Madge knows about the situation, but she's ever so unsympathetic.
You tell Madge to me I must have the storm at full strength. What about Oxenby?
Not the most amenable of gentlemen.
Send him to me to help. I don't know what it is. And I'd better talk to Thornton too.
Ah, there you see, that's more like it. Oh, you're where you belong, doing what you know best, and you're yourself again. There. You start making up. I'll go and tell them that you want to see them. I'll see what I can do about these. I've been cleaning your wig. Shopping at his hat and leave. Oh, champagne minute. Oh, no, sir, no! Not Othello!
Christ, the lines are foul. Up when you're short, down on your long. Is there a dead thread? Stop the puppeteer to renew the strings. Stuffing escaping at the sleeves. Straw from the scarecrow like scattered out today.
I would have given anything to see the performance tonight. There's you, all wrapped up, and Cordelia saying, you begot me, bred me, loved me. Well, you see, Ducky, this King Lear has been about a bit.
It certainly has. When I was at Benson, we had a game. We called it risque. You had to turn the line to get a double-arm taunt. The best I ever heard was from a character man named Benson. You know the line? What 50 of my followers in a clap within a fortnight?
Yes, I know the line and the story.
One day, on a train call between Aberdeen and Liverpool, Benson came out with, what? 50 of my followers with the clap within a fortnight? Not a blank page.
No, sir, if you don't mind, it's time to stop waxing poetical and start waxing a bit more practical. Who?
Irene, I've come to the Triple Crown.
And, good evening, my child.
Good evening, sir.
All well?
Thank you, sir.
You've come for the Triple Crown.
Yes, sir.
Polish it well, I like it deep.
Yes, sir.
And bring it back to me well before cutting up. I like it on my head by the quarter.
Yes, sir.
And when I've done with it, return to my room after the interval.
It's gonna be more, sir.
I like to be certain. Pretty young thing, aren't you?
Thank you, sir.
Sir, it's time to age.
The colors. I can't see the colors. Which colors are the, which of them?
You start the eyebrows, sir.
Eyebrows?
Yes, you sew the eyebrows. Good. Now number 5. Just the mask you always say. Not too high on the forehead. There. See, easy as falling off a tightrope.
You know, in a place like me in future life, I should certainly take up painting. My brush, palette, 3 and 6 canvas, capsule. No big drive.
No one drives you but yourself.
How dare you? How would you know who says I drive myself? I'm driven! Driven!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
You have to believe in your destiny. You have to keep faith with your aspirations and allow yourself to be enslaved by them. And the bondage is everlasting. How dare you?
Oh, I'm sorry I mentioned it.
You have to learn to wait and wait and wait and wait. And the moment comes when you launch your bark and take the rudder. And then, oh my masters, beware. The effort to this all you believe in. Face the first night only to move and they open your soul. They put your life in jeopardy time after time. They bury your back to the slight of the critics. They go on doing this night after night. Always knowing the terms increasing because it's easier to climb than it is to hang on. Now, you see why Benson broke me off when I first essayed the manager. Then you have the help and strength to go on, on, on.
You should put that in a book.
Do they know what it means? Do they care? Hate the swine.
Ooh. All right, sir. Go on and on and on with our makeup. Late for the lines.
There was a time, you know, when I had only to throw in the lines. Now I'm in deep in that, it's already there.
What is it?
How is it?
It'll be better if he's left in peace.
I'd like to see him with my own eyes.
He's not to be disturbed.
And what about the other studies?
He knows all about it. Everything's in hand.
The manager wants to know what you read in yours.
Tell him yes.
You realize now
Oh,
there's
it's
going to be noise
whispering.
out there.
It'd be very silly going through this if there wasn't.
But wouldn't he be ready on time? Wouldn't he be ready now?
Yes!
Who was that?
Just a minion. Minioning.
Too many interruptions. My concentration. Norman, how does the play begin?
Which place?
Tonight's play.
Attend the Lords of
Yes,
front.
yes. What performance?
Tonight is your 227th performance of the part, sir.
227 years. And I don't know the first line.
Well, we've forgotten something if you don't mind my saying so. So we have to sink our cheeks. The broad straight line of number 20 down the nose. Give strength, you always say.
Look like this like coffee. Were you able to find any brown and poison?
Oh, no, sir, but I'm still looking. There's enough left for this tour. Now, remember, you know how to whiten the beard.
You think I don't know how to whiten the beard? I've been a detective for over 40 years and steered my own course for over 30. You know? You think I don't know how to whiten the beard? You overstepped the mark, boy. Now get above yourself. I shall want to rest after the storm's in.
No need to tell me, I know.
Something missing.
Well, I don't want to get above myself, sir, but what about the wig? And take extra care with the join this evening. Tuesday, Richard III looked as if he was wearing a peaked cap. Oh! Have anything on hand.
Imagine farming their grand tears up so keep them a good one tonight. Put it from my mind. You must stay quiet, but I'm pressing too many disturbances. I have to carry the wall tonight. I've work to do. Have bloody labour.
Well,
Look.
sir.
I don't remember my lines. 100,000 performances behind me, and I've asked you for the first line.
I'll take you through it.
Take me through it. Nobody takes you through it. You put through it.
Oh, well, you're a fine one, I must say. You disappoint me, if you don't mind my saying so. You, who always say self-pity is the most unattractive quality on stage or off. Who have you been working for all these years? The Ministry of Information? Oh, struggle and survive, you say. That's all that matters, you say. Well, we all bloody struggle and survive, don't we? I struggle. You think it's easy for me? No, I'll tell you something for nothing, it isn't easy. Not one little bit. Neither the struggle nor the bloody survival. The whole world's struggling for survival, so why can't you?
My dear Norman, I seem to have offended you. I apologize. I understand there are dangers in covering the cracks.
Never mind about covering the cracks. What about the wig?
There are confounded. Next,
Sorry if I disturbed your concentration.
we both understand, sir, that you love our soul.
What
said I tried. What did I say to that?
Was it lack of ambition which allowed me to endure what I have had to endure? It depends, Your Highness, what is meant by ambition. Ambition means a desire to sit in the seats of the mighty. Yes, I have lacked such ambition. To me, it has been a desire of some matter of indifference where I have done my work.
A fine memory, Norman.
Please, my memory is like a policeman, never there when he wanted.
That was a play. And the moneymaker, greatly admired by clever charwoman and stupid clergymen. Were I 20 years younger, I could still go on acting that sort of rubbish. But now, I must aspire to the kindness. And do they care? I hate the swines.
Have no please.
Thank you.
Ready?
You were late in tonight.
Where was the girl with the triple crown? I like it on my head right now. Norman,
Sir.
my hands now, they're beginning to shake. I can't go on this thing.
Oh, they're very effective in the part. Don't forget to make them up.
Norman, do it for me. I can face the division of my kingdom. I can handle food. I can stomach the curses I have to utter. I can even face being whipped by the storm, but I dread that final entrance. They carry on Cordelia dead. To cry like the wind, howl, howl, howl. To lay her gently on the ground, to die happily. When
You don't have the strength, no one does.
you're a good friend, Norman.
Thank you, sir.
What would I do without you?
Manage on your own, I expect.
Really water.
No, pardon me while I get my violin.
It's no laughing matter. I may not have long.
Well, my father used to say that. Lived to be 93. May still be alive for all I know. There. Albert Dürer couldn't have done better.
How do you feel, Bonzo?
A little more myself, pussy.
You see, once he's assumed the disguise, he becomes a different man. Oh, he had that down. That's a porcupine with.
And you're sure you're able to go on?
On and on and on.
Don't stop that again, please.
Pussy. The night I thought it was the black one.
Idea.
I thank you for cooking up. Was it talk about it?
No, Bonzo, you interrupted. Shall I fetch the cloak and tie it on as usual?
Yes. As usual.
Mr. Thornton and Mr. Oxenby are waiting outside to see you. Shall I ask them to come in?
I don't want to see Oxenby. He frightens me. Mind you, he's the best Iago I've ever had and seen. And I include that 4'6" Arthur Poldo.
Oh, you see, that's a so we know and love.
Sir Arthur Poldo. You know when he went on playing? He went on playing Hamlet till he was 68. There were more lines in his face than steps to the gallery. I saw his Lear, and I was greatly disappointed. Sir Arthur Poldo. Who advises His Majesty? Answer me that.
You're a miracle, Wellington.
Thank you, your ladyship.
Here's a piece of chocolate for you.
Thank you, your ladyship.
It's going to be all handsome and tiny.
Small part of the service, your ladyship.
Thank you.
Don't suppose I didn't see that because I did. There are thousands of children in this beloved land of ours scavenging their arms for something sweet. And if only they came to me, I could tell them of the one person in all England with an inexhaustible supply of chocolate. It is I who has to carry on, dear Cordelia. It is I who have to lift her in my arms. Carry her on! Thank Christ I go for rationing. But no, she finds sugar in the sand dunes.
Shall I show the actors and
I don't want to see.
Sir, you have to see the actors.
I don't want to see the actors.
Mr. Thornton. Mr. Thornton to see you, sir.
Ah, Geoffrey! How's the costume fit? Mr. Davenport's scarf was such a torn. Ah, Mr. Davenport. Davenport Scott was a worm. You know, you look. Do you know the lines?
Yes.
Don't keep me waiting for them.
No, no.
Pace, 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 pace.
Yes.
There's my focus.
Yes.
Those lights, those boom lights in the downstage rings are for me and me only.
Yes, old
You
man.
have to find what light you can.
Yes, old man. No.
Let me hear you sing. What? He that has a little tiny wit, he that has a, he that has,
He that has a little tiny bit.
he that has a little tiny wit, with hey, ho, the wind and the rain must make content with its fortunes fit for the rain, it raineth every day. All right, speak it, don't sing it. And in the storm scene, if you must wrap your arms around my leg and Davenport started, then round my thighs. You will rupture me twice.
If you rather I didn't, old man.
Feel it, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. Let it take you. But don't let too much take you.
Right.
No crying. I don't want to have you crying in the mud.
No, no.
The tears. I should know the tears in this play.
I know.
Said the playwright.
Yes.
So yes. Keep those teeth in.
But it's only when I'm nervous.
I tell you, you'll be nervous, I guarantee it. Let me know where to play this perform. Let me your contact. Play a
Yes.
Look forward to tell you what it is.
Thank you, sir.
God bless Jeffrey.
Rather face the Nazi hordes any time.
I hope Mr. Church is better in the cabinet.
Mr. Oxenby is waiting,
I
sir.
don't want to see up to me.
Sir,
Stand the sight of him.
we'll have no storm without him. Mr. Oxenby to see him, sir.
You wanted to see me?
I did. Norman, why?
Sir, was wondering whether he could ask you a favor.
You can ask.
Well, you haven't been with us very long, but I'm sure you've seen enough to know by now that we're not so much a company, but one big happy family. We all muck in as required. As you know, Dr. Burns, that Davenport Scott will not be rejoining the company.
Yes, I've heard. You share a dressing room with one or two and then you hear nothing else. It upsets the pansy fraternity when one of their numbers is caught.
Because Mr. Thornton is having to play fool, and because the two elderly knights are setting a hovel behind the front cloth during the storm. We have no one to operate the wind machine. We'd ask Mr. Brown, but he's rather too fragile. We're wondering if could take another one?
In short, no. Anything else? Has he read my play yet?
Perhaps the Russians have had a setback in the Eastern Front. Bolshevism will be the ruin of the theatre.
What are we going to do now? Fancy not wanting to muck in.
He hates me. I can feel his hatred. I wouldn't read his play not thinking with a commissar of culture.
I've read it.
Is that what happened to me?
Yes, but you wouldn't credit the language. The Lord Chamberlain would have lockjaw.
He was very ungenerous about Davenport Scott. I owe brief for boggers the raise a man's humanity. A fellow actor laid low and in the cells cannot be cause for rejoicing. I know what Alton leads up to. He's writing plays for critics, not people.
Oh, aren't we be quiet for a bit, sir?
Where's the girl with the Triple Crown?
Oh, don't fuss. I'll find her.
Ah, my dear Norma's just gone to find you.
Has he? I must have missed him.
Remind me of your name again.
Irene.
Irene, were you at the Rada?
No, I went straight into rep.
Ah, yes, of course I remember. Which rep?
Maidenhead.
along, Irene.
Yes, run along. Go on, actress. Always tell by the bow structure.
Let's put on the wig and crown. It's nearly the quarter. Do you want me to find her ladyship and ask her to tie in a clothes?
How's the deputy? I found that shot. She just looked at my brain.
Quarter of an hour, please, sir. Sorry subject, that girl I read.
No, Mona, I can't go on. I can't. Send them home. Send them home. Send them home. I don't want it. I don't want it. Give them their money back.
Please, sir, do you want
I can't.
There he doesn't.
Please, sir, for your own good.
That's okay.
You're never going to get through it.
Oh, yes, he will, he will.
We've run out of time, Norman.
We'll go up later if necessary. There's nearly 20 minutes here. Now get up. They'll be good and ready when the curtain goes up.
Leave me in peace. I can't remember the first line. Norman. How does it make you?
He hath been out 9 years, and away he shall again. Bum! The king is coming. Attend the lords of France and Burgundy, Gloucester.
Attend the old of France and Burgundy, Gloucester.
I shall, my liege.
Yes.
Meantime, we shall express our dark.
Meantime, we shall express our darker purpose.
Give me the
Don't
map.
tell me, I'll ask you if I want. I have played the part before, you know. Meantime, we shall express our darker purpose. Yes.
Give me the map.
Give me the map there. What do I fear?
Wrong. Know that we have divided in 3.
As sly as one of the boys that we can
Wrong. That's wrong play.
2.
That's another wrong play.
I pray you, tell me what they deserve to conspire my death with. Devilish cloth Kanushka. Can this cockpit hold the vasty fields of France? Ancient years you see. My name is Macbeth! I've lived long enough!
Oh, now look what you've gone and done.
What?
You've quoted the Scots tragedy. Get out! 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 Turn around 3 times. Knock. Come in. Swear.
His thoughts.
Welcome back, sir. You'll be all right.
Watch my scalp.
Struggle, Bonzo.
Not viable.
5 minutes, please.
Thank you.
Let us ascend, survey the scene of the plan. The night I played my first Lear, there was a real thunderstorm. Now they sing gone. How much more will I have to endure? We have to speak in Shakespeare tonight, and they will do their utmost to prevent me.
I shouldn't take it so personally, sir.
Bomb! Bomb! Bow us to oblivion! For each word I speak Davenport Scott, of course.
Oh dear. Mr. Davenport Scott's not here tonight. Everybody else is in costume.
You then, Norman.
Oh, no. I can't appear.
You, Norman.
No, sir, please, sir.
I give my orders. I'm not to contend with.
But, sir, I'm not afraid.
Thank the Lord of France and pardon his Oscar. I shall, my awful funeral drums. Christ Almighty, God forgive them, for they know not what they do. I am driven deaf by whispers. Norman, Norman, you have thwarted me. I was there. I only had to reach up, and the glory was mine for the plucking. But there was nothing, whispers, zeal, silence. A shower, a breeze, the collision of cotton wool, the flapping of butterfly wings. I want the tempest! Not brittle! Something will have to be done. I demand to know what happened tonight to the thunderstorm.
Well, I'm pleased you're pleased. Never known you not to complain when you've been at it. And one can say without fear of contradiction that you have really been at it. Rest now. Been through it, or put through it, or whatever you prefer. You have the interval in all of Gloucester's blinding, for no, I cannot touch you for pointing. Now you be quiet, as the deaf mute said to the piano player. Mind you, her ladyship thought you were tonight. That was the word she used, mind you. Of course, I cannot comment on the storm scene. But I did hear, oh, reason not to need tremble making, if you don't mind my saying so. I've never heard you know you to be so full of real things. And wasn't Geoffrey so agile as fool, for a man of his age? Kept well on stage, never once got into your life, so much less unobtrusive than Mr. Davenport Scott in every way. And here's something funny. During the storm scene, as we're having to beat ourselves delirious, and I'm running between storm clouds and thunder sheets and who the hell knows, and you won't believe it, Mr. Oxenby came to our aid, uninvited. He just cracked and clapped away with a bang, and he did. Afterwards, I went up to him and said, thank you, and he said, get stuffed, which wasn't nice, and added scornfully, I don't know why I know. Well, I said, because we're a band of brothers and you're one of us in spite of yourself. I did, that's what I said, quite unabashed. Well, he howled away. If it was given to muttering, he would have muttered darkly. Does more tea? Are you sleeping?
To be goodness. I hate the swine.
Who is it you hate? The critics?
The critics? Hate the critics? I've nothing but compassion for the critics. How can one hate the mentally deficient, disabled, the dead, bastards?
Well, who then?
Who then what?
Who then what is it you hate?
Oh, you must stop asking me questions. I must question. But don't leave me, Nancy. Do not leave me alone. I expect force. Days are numbered.
I think so. Oh, please don't wake me, will you? Your ladyship said us so tired.
Like you,
No, it's still the interval. I have things to say.
Norman tells me you told I was mighty tonight.
I said nothing of the kind. He makes these things up.
What have you to say?
What I always have to say.
You know my answer.
You've worked hard. You've saved. Enough's enough. Tonight, in your curtain speech, make the announcement.
Can't.
You'll die. Or end up a vegetable. Well, that's your affair, but you're not going to take me with you.
I've no choice. I am driven pussy, I cower, frightened of being whipped. I'm driven.
No. Obstinate, yes. Cruel, yes. Ruthless, yes.
Don't.
For an actor, you have a woeful lack of insight. Use your great imagination. Use your inspired gifts. Try to feel what I feel, what I am forced to go through.
I do. But I need you beside me. Real, familiar,
I am beside you, donning tights. Very, very real, quite familiar. All I ask is that we stop now, tonight, the end of the week. But no more, I can't take any more.
If it were possible.
It is possible.
No, you can't.
You deceive no one but yourself.
If that were true, then why am I going on here night after night with the bonds falling? Not by choice, by your duty. Fate.
False.
What?
Everything you do is to your self-interest, and you drag everyone with you. Me, chained, not even by a law.
I would marriage have made a difference to you.
You misunderstand me, deliberately.
You made a divorce.
You didn't get a divorce because you wanted a knighthood.
Not true.
True. You know where your priorities lie. Everything you do is to your self-interest and to no one else's. Talk about being driven. You make yourself sound like a disinterested stagehand.
Don't push me any further into letting me know.
Sir, her ladyship, fantasies. For God's sake, you're a third-grade actor, manager on a tatty tour of the provinces, not some colossus bestriding the narrow world. Sir, her ladyship, look at me, donning tights. Look at you. Lear's hovel is luxury compared to this.
That's a price that you twisted. It's your inheritance. The father without the breed. He donned the purple.
Don the purple, the breed, service. I've heard it all my life. My father also talked as if he were decreeing the apostolic succession.
I'm sinking twisted. I've half a year's lifetime yet to live. To carry you on the stage. And how yet to speak.
Sir, her ladyship, we're a laughing stock. You'd never get a knighthood because the king doesn't possess a double-edged sword. The only honor you'll ever receive is when we go on stage and we all bow.
You remember years ago, one of our Donalds, tall, dark, handsome girl with Grecian nose.
Laura Bacon.
Yeah, perhaps I think. You remember one night, I was a little hard on Norman because he got my tights turned inside out during the quick change of the wandering Jew. I was the silent cross. Whichever she turned on me. He may be your servant, she said, but he's not a slave. And then to Norman she said, how do you put up with it? Why did you leave him? And Norman replied, he only gives as good as he gets. You have to take it out on someone. He was right. These are the penalties of ambition. Selfishness, tolerance, and unspent energy. So awful are they to bear that fate, suffering, and duty must stand in their place. And so awful are they to bear that those not so cursed suffer in their presence. No one understands. He knows that it is not I, the one who's bursting out at me. Laura Bacon didn't understand. Slave driver, she called me. When did I ever employ her?
Her mother was Lady Bacon. She invested £200 in the company.
She could watch for 50 Bolsheviks in my time. Slave driver, me? Tonight I told I caught sight of him. Lord, I saw myself speaking. Reason not to me. My body took flight. I was suddenly free. I was observing myself from a height. And I saw Lear. Go on, you bastard, I seem to be saying at hearing. Go on, you've more to give. Don't give up. More, more, more. Each word he spoke was fresh and gentle. I had no knowledge of what came next, nor what fate awaited them. Agony was in the moment of act he created, and I saw an old man. That old man was me. And I knew then there was more yet to come, but what? This fascinating, more pain, death. All this I knew I had yet to see. Outside myself, do you understand? Outside myself? Don't leave me. Without you, there is just darkness. A locked door, a sign turning the window closed. Gone. I'm going home.
I'll stay till Norman returns.
Oh, I think longer, Pussy. I'm sick.
Sick? Yes, sick. So am I. I am sick of cold railway trains and cold waiting rooms and cold Sundays on crew and of eating cold food late at night. I am sick of packing and unpacking and of donning tights. I am sick of the smell of rotten costumes and of naphthalene. But most of all, I am sick of reading week after week that I am barely adequate, too old, the best of a bad supporting cast, unequal of your talents, unworthy of your gifts. I am sick of having to put on a brave face. I should have left you in Baltimore on the last American tour. You should have accepted Mr. Feldman's offer and taken the 20th century west.
Feldman didn't think I'd photographed that well. I hate that camera. I prefer living things.
How quickly one looks though.
They haven't built a camera large enough to record me.
I wouldn't have minded a modest success.
Why they knighted that dwarf Sir Arthur Falgrove, I would never know. Arise, Sir Arthur, said the king. But I wasn't meaning, sir. Sir Arthur Falgrove. In his own career, he never put a foot outside London.
I liked America.
Hate the swines.
Act 2, begin as please, sir.
You must leave me now, Pussy. I must have my rest.
All you want is to have your cake and to eat it.
I never saw much point in having cake or that's one's going to eat.
Everything jolly.
How do you have what knocking is?
Oh, please, sir, not in front of the ladies. I've been mingling. Oh, you should hear what they're saying out there. I've never known an interval like it. Michelangelo, William Blake, God knows who else you reminded them of. One poor boy, an airman, was weeping in the stall's bar, comforted by an older man, once blonde, now gray, parchment skin, dainty hand. She kept saying, there, Evelyn, it's only a play, which was absolutely no comfort to me at all, because if it wasn't a play, there, Evelyn would be so upset.
Michelangelo, did they?
And late.
Go into my room.
Pussy!
You must rest, Bonzo. Mustn't he, Norman?
Yes, he must.
Gentle with her.
I'm always gentle with the ladyship.
Be gentle.
Why?
Time of life.
Go.
She's been very preoccupied with this outbreak.
Sounds like a bad attack of change.
Be gentle with her. I don't want her hurt.
Sleep now. Is there anything else you want?
Only a little.
Well, that comes sooner or later. Hopefully later. I'll be back in time so you can enter fantastically dressed in wild flowers. Sleep tight, don't let the fleas bite.
Edge Nash.
Yes.
Well, Madge, how's the play coming along?
Well, it's simply first entrance, sir.
Madge, come closer. Hold my hand. Please.
Oh, sir, it's like ice.
Yes. Cold with fear.
What are you frightened of?
What's to come?
Sir, you know you're talking to me, not to the press.
I'm frightened. For the first time I'm being alone. When I tell you I'm frightened, I mean it. Because for the first time, I see no future. I see no friendship. I only know awful solitude.
An occupational hazard, sir. You wanted to see me about what?
You're the only one. You are my friend.
Please, I have to get back to my corner.
20 years! Did you say 20 years?
Yes, sir, 20 years.
Have you been happy? Was it worth it?
No, sir, I have not been happy, but yes, it has been worth it.
Next year. In my will, I left you all my first
I don't want to hear what you're talking
my
about.
time which spanned the whole career and entire lifetime. I've kept them religiously, good and bad notes, and all that many bad. Madge, speak of me sometime. Act as though we remember the minds of others. Speak of me sometime.
Sir, this is a ridiculous conversation. You're in the middle of a performance at Lear, playing rather less mechanically as you have of late, and you speak as if you're organizing your own memorial service.
Great thing and life is to be remembered. Speak well of me. You will be believed.
You'll be remembered, sir.
I have something for you. Possession can be dear, and this ring is the dearest thing I own. It was worn in a play by Edmund Kean. Its title is an apt description of what I feel. A new way to pay old debts. You talk of it. Say Edmund Kean and I wore. I thought of giving it to you years ago, when you were young again, I thought, what you could say.
Yes, sir. The ring of romance will win this easily.
I know I'm totally sensitive. I'm not blind.
No, I've always known you were aware of the spinster in the corner felt of you. You're right not to give me a ring years ago, sir. It's a good thing. At least I've wanted to see you every day because it's useful to you. I've always been aware of my limitations, sir.
The only one ever knew to love me. Who?
Irene, I'm returning the Triple Crown, sir.
And, put it down.
Sir, will it disturb you if I say something?
Depends on what it is.
I just wanted to thank you.
For what?
The performance this evening.
It isn't over yet.
I felt honored to be on the stage. I love coming into this room. I can feel the power and the mystery. In days gone by, this was then where the high priest roamed. I feel frightened, as though I'm trespassing.
Can the spirit lock the door? Come closer.
Irene.
Irene. You want to act
Yes.
passionately
Yes.
with every fibre of your being,
Yes.
to the exclusion of all else.
Yes.
You have to be prepared to sacrifice what most people call life.
I am.
Your birth sign.
Scorpio.
Good. Secretiveness. Ambition. Loyalty. late central part of the theatre. Have you good legs? Come closer, show me. Higher. Deeper. All the best practices, left direction, front. There isn't much to you. A very small bone. Are they feeding you? So young. Well, that's more like it. It's too late. Too late.
Well now, my dainty duck, my dear-o.
Get with me.
What was all that about?
He seems better.
Better than whom or what, as the case may be.
I didn't think he'd get through performance tonight.
He's not through it yet. I'm waiting.
For what?
A graphic description of events. Out with it, or I shall slap you hard. You better know my parent, which is questionable. I can be vicious when
I
roused.
thought we were friends.
Oh, I thought so too, Irene. I shall long remember welcoming you into the company in the prop room of the Palace Theatre, Newark-on-Trent, the smell of sighs and carpenter's glue, the creaking of skips, and you, locked in the arms of the Prince of Morocco, a married man. Oh, that was such a comic sight, with his tights round his ankles and you smeared black. I said, Mum's away. Don't worry, don't let it happen again. We talked brutally on a paint-stained gas ring under a photograph of Mr. Charles Doran as Shylock, slightly askew, ever so disapproving. You expressed gratitude, and this is how you repay me.
What am I supposed to have done?
You tell me.
About what?
About Sir, Governor, the chief father, him from whom all favors flow. You know who Sir is, Irene.
I'm late. I have to help her ladyship with her armor.
Her ladyship's armor will keep. Perhaps you didn't hear my question. What did Sir do?
I'm not telling you.
I'll mark you for life, Governor.
You strike me and I'll tell him. I'll tell Sir. I'll tell Sir. I will. I'll tell Sir.
Tell Sir on me? Oh, I'm quake in my boots. I shan't be able to eat my tea. Gadzooks, madam! The thought of you telling Sir on me. In his present state, which totters between chaos and confusion, to tell Sir anything at all would take a loud voice and a clear diction to that possessed by the most junior member of his Shakespearean troupe. General understudy, assistant stage manager, dog fighting, back carrying, comedy actress, namely you. Oh, you don't think I know the game? You ought to be able to tell, Sir, you let him touch your tits on a Thursday matinee I was with. Tell, Sir, you think I haven't washed the man, looked after him, washed his sweats on Dublin and his foul underpants night after night for 16 bloody years without knowing every twist and turn what is lastly known as his mind. Never mind, tell Sir, I'll tell you. He did something unseen and urgent, something that gave him pleasure. That's more like it. That is more like what I read. I must know all that occurs. I must know all that he does.
He lifted me up in his arms.
Lifted you up?
And I understood. I understood what he meant. So young, he said, and lifted me up. That's more like it, he cried. And I knew, cradled in his arms, it was youth and newness he was after. Why do you laugh? I was there. It happened. It's true, I felt it. He was trembling, and so was I, up in his arms, part of him. That's more like it. Lowered me to the ground, waved me away, and I ran off. You. With my eyes closed, I imagined what it would be like to be carried on by him. Cordelia, dead in his arms, young.
Never mind a young Cordelia, Ducky. He wants a light Cordelia, light! Look at yourself! Look at her ladyship!
You don't understand. He needs you.
We played master builder at Lincoln Spa, great performances. We played to absolutely no business at all, so don't give me that whitewash about you knocking at the door, audiences stay away in droves, me included. That's more like it. That's more like what I mean. Oh, you're younger than she is! You're not the first we've looked upon the scales, you know. How do you think her ladyship got the job? Her ladyship? When a slip of a girl went from map carrier to youngest daughter overnight. I remember it well. And was it told the doge of Venice gave Lancelot Gallo that? It's not youth, or talent, or star qualities after, but a moderate eater. Could cope with anything those days. Turmoil was his middle name. So keep well away, Ducky. The old days are gone. The days of vim and vigor. What's to come is still unsure. Trick no further, pretty sweeting. We can't have any more distractions. Not that things are to be lovely and painless. The fateful words you finished on Saturday have a decidedly sinister ring. And 2 rings and a bangle right up to the elbow.
There you are. You're late with my armor.
Off you go, Ducky. You'll have to find another canoe to paddle. Ours, I'm afraid, has holes. Fantastically dressed in wildflowers.
Michelangelo, did they?
And Lake.
I knew what they need. Model Michelangelo.
I spoke with the girl.
Norman, who cannot possibly be paid. Inspector, I call when that then all mine, I shall find some way to repay my lust. I will set before my debts.
Don't, you're making me tearful.
God, your breath smells of stale tights. How many have you had?
Not enough.
We
Role
are.
play.
I was waking. Listen. I can carry on, ladyship. I shall want you sober.
I am sober. Diction perfect. Deportment steady. Temper serene.
It's no laughing matter. The final push. I hope you're up to it.
Go. Julia.
What?
And you, Lear.
thank you for the kind manner in which you have received the greatest tragedy in our language. We live in dangerous times. Our civilization is under threat from the forces of darkness, and we, humble actors who all in our power to fight as soldiers on the side of right in the great battle. Our most cherished ambition is to keep the best alive of our great drama, to serve the greatest poet dramatists who have ever lived. And we are animated by nothing more than to educate the nation in these words by taking these plays to every corner of our beloved island. Tomorrow night we shall play
Richard III.
King Richard III. I myself will play the Hunchback King. Saturday afternoon, my lady wife will play
Portia.
Portia. And I that badly wronged Jew in the legend of it. It's a play of even greater topicality now more than ever. Saturday night, we shall
Lear.
on Saturday night, we shall say once more the play you have this evening witness. And I myself will once again undergo the greatest success known to have. Next week, God willing, we will be in
Eastbourne.
I trust your friends and relatives there will, on your kind recommendation, discover a source for refreshment, as you seem to have done by your kind invitation, in the words we are privileged to see. For the generous manner in which you have received our earnest endeavors, on behalf of my lady wife, my company, and myself, I remain your obedient and humble servant to no other parts to make but thanks and thanks and ever thanks. I am weak. Today I am weaker than I was yesterday. Tomorrow I shall be weaker still. I gather my strength and I need more and more strength and resilience. I am weaker, weakening, I am at pain.
Until tomorrow.
Tomorrow I shall have to gather myself once more. I don't know my mind. I don't seem to know all that happened. Every day it seems a rougher. The ropes twist to my hand. I worry about you. Norman, what would happen to you?
Could you be a little more explicit?
What will happen to you if I cannot continue?
Oh, stop it. Nothing bad ever happens to me. I live a life quite without incident.
But what if I shouldn't be able to continue?
There's no chance of that, so I'm not even going to bother answering.
You could become a steward on a ship.
What? And give up the theater?
I know several ship owners, they help.
I'll trouble you not to trouble them or yourself.
What will you do?
As best I can.
What is the play tomorrow night?
Richard III.
Gay? Who organized this tour?
You did.
Slavery. Bloody slavery.
Who? Jeffrey.
night, old man. Felt you in the storm scene, definitely. Felt your love. It's all that matters.
Thank you. What was by far the most important part that ever played in Shakespeare? I hope I didn't let you down.
In your particular notice. Jeffrey. Norman. Offer Jeffrey a small glass.
Thank you. Such an odd feeling tonight, old man. Rather excited to reach my age to prove to others that one can act. That's the wonderful thing about this life. It's never too late. Surprising things can happen. But there are disadvantages. One gets to taste of something more. Cheers.
Jeffrey.
Bottoms up, Jeffrey.
May I ask you a question, old man? Who is a curious load? You give your all for almost an hour and a half, and then vanish to play up for the rest of the play. The next one you visit me is you say that I'm hanged. But why? By whom? It seems awfully unfair.
I hear you telling he will stay. Food and Cordelia were played by one and the same person. Had to be a good match. Food and Cordelia. Saved on the salary too, of course.
No, things haven't changed. As long as you feel I didn't let you down.
In no particular Jeffrey.
Just one last thing. I won't keep you. I know you're very tired, but when you interviewed me, I said I didn't want much. Small parts, I said. Maybe not before the apple, but never wanted to put a jot at risk. Never wanted to scale the heights. I don't complain. Touring's a good life. Enjoying my cricket in summer, hockey in winter, lovely women, long walks, weekly change of scene, the English countryside and all sorts of weather. What could be nicer? But never this to joke. Enough. Mustn't complain. I expect I can get through to the end of the chapter. I have a bit put by. My wife brings in a little bit with her singing lessons. I've no right to expect work, not at my age. Yours brought surprising employment. Why with youngsters at front? My grandson, Ronald Harwood, was taken prisoner in Tripoli. Sorry to be so long-winded, old man, but if at any time circumstances should arise, I should like to be considered for better parts. I shouldn't want an increase in salary.
I will keep you in the forefront of my mind.
Thank you. Well, good night. Thank you for the drink. I can manage.
Fine fellow. Fine fellow.
Shall we begin taking off our makeup, sir?
I hope Will's pleased.
I had a friend.
Not now, just.
Oh, I had a friend that had such a sweet singing voice, but lost it in Colin Bay after a bad attack of seameness. But it came back to him in the end, and you know why? Because he said to himself, they also sing who only stand and serve. Oh, what's to that effect?
Are you pissed?
Me, sir. Hissed, sir? Look, Sir Percy, how you do house me.
Let me smell your breath. Can't have you pissed?
Not changed yet.
A little slow tonight, my dear.
I'm not waiting. I'll go back to the digs and see if I can get a fire lit.
I shan't be long.
Good night, Holden. I'm not certain whether I should thank you or not.
No, I can't badly thank.
A great day.
Sir,
Oh,
you want? My manuscript. You won't read it, I know that.
Keep your voice down, isn't home yet. We're there. It's a little slow tonight.
All that struggling, surviving is time, and no doubt.
Please, Miss Oxley.
Outmoded hypocrite.
What?
Now, Mr.
What?
Oxley.
Gift to all tyrants.
What is he saying?
Tell him from me, I look forward to a new order. I want a company without tyrants.
You'd be in charge.
I would.
Oh, well, don't write him off. Or me. Or the ladyship. He has a very fine pedigree. The father.
I saw the father as Caliban, a good makeup artist, that's all.
Close that door.
You'd be lovely for the success, Mr. Oxenby.
Your nose is browner than usual tonight, Norman.
Oh, the little you know!
What did Oxenby want?
Good night, sir. Good night, Norman.
If you hurry, you can catch Mr. Oxenby.
I really think this last division the spin of Spider. You fetch your taxi out of the car for taking place.
All in good time. Oh, please, sir, don't cry. No, don't cry.
There's nothing left.
Oh, stop it at once. I had a friend.
For Christ's sake, I don't want to hear about your blasted French motley Coolio, tired and pathetic.
It's nuts, isn't it?
Don't call, right? Cut myself among your friends.
Never despairing.
I've apologized.
Never despairing.
Never despairing.
Well, perhaps sometimes at night, or on Christmas when you can't get a canto. But once inside the building, never. Pathetic baby, but not ungrateful. Too mindful of one's luck, as the saying goes. When no dew is more frigid, he is beauty. His spring and summer. Here pain is bearable, and never lonely, not here, for he today that sheds his blood with me. Soft, no doubt, sensitive, that's my nature, easily hurt. That's a virtue. I'm not here for reasons of my own either. No one can accuse me of base motives. I have what I want, and I don't need anyone else to know it. Inadequate, yes, but never despair.
My life. I've begun it.
What?
Fetch it. The book. I've made a start. Open the page. What did I write?
Didn't get very far. My life. Dedication. This book is dedicated to my beloved pussy, who has been my splendid spur. To the spirit of all actors, because of their faith and endurance, which never fails them. To those who do the work of the theater, yet have a small share in its glory. Carpenters, electricians, scene shifters, property men. To the audiences who have laughed with us, have wept with us, and whose heart have united with ours in sympathy and understanding. And finally, to the memory of William Shakespeare, whose glorious service we all labor.
My life. You have to do.
Wait a moment. Carpenters, electricians, scene shifters, property. But sir, We're not dead, are we? Oh, but that's your cue, you know the line. You lie! Jack Clinton lives! Talk about him taller. You're right, the room is in. Your ladyship! Madge! Anybody! Not much of a death sleep. Unremarkable and ever so short. For him.
Where's the ladyship?
Left before you can wait.
I'll walk there, not.
Too late for a doctor, Ducky. What's to happen to me?
Come wait outside.
No, I don't want to wait outside. I never wait outside. I want to be here with him. I know my place.
Try to sober up.
Common deficiency. Oh, Boston, you might have remembered.
The ladyship's coming at once. She's all very confident. She asked if you'd be laid near the smoke. Where is it?
Laid in his cloak. Well, that's the photographer, Ducky. Laid in his cloak. What is it? The Devil Nelson?
Where is it, Lord?
There's no mention of stage managers either.
Go away, Lord.
Are we going to be paid? I mean, is there enough money left in the till after deductions for income tax? I mean, we have to be paid for the full week, you know. Just because the man dies on a Thursday doesn't mean we have to be paid pro
Wait
rata.
outside.
You're nothing anymore, Ducky. He took away your stripes, mine too. How could he be so careless?
Come away.
Then where will I go? Where? I know we're out of my element. I don't want to end up running a boarding house on Westcliff-on-Sea or Cohen Bay. What am I going to do?
You can speak well of me.
Speak well of that, old son. I would give him a good character in a court of law. Ungrateful bastard. Silence, Ducky. My lips are sealed.
Get out of here. I don't want you in here.
Oh, no. Holy, holy, holy is it? Are we in a shrine? No pissing on the altar!
Stop it!
He never once took me out for a drink. Never once. Always a backseat to me. Can't even remember him buying me a meal. Never just walks out, leaves me. Never thought for anyone but himself. What have I been doing here all these years? Why? Oh, beg your pardon. Leave the room. Come back. Come back. I know what you'd say. I know all about you. I have eyes in my head. We all have our little sorrows. I know what you'd say. Stiff upper, faithful, loyal, loving. Well, I have only one thing to say about him, and I wouldn't say it in front of you, or her ladyship, or anyone. My lips are tight shut. If I had said what I have to say about him, he'd find some way to take it out on me. No one will ever know. We all McCarthy, you're not the only one. The littler you are, the larger the sorrow. You think you loved him? What about me?